My name is Emmanuel Victor Jija, and I am an MSc student here at Queen Margaret University, Institute of Global Health and Development. Hitherto coming here, I work with USAID and World Vision on two main projects. One had to do with child health and the other on malaria. On the child health program, we use research methods such as the lots of quality sampling methodology, and then we also used other ones such as the developmental asset profile and other cross-sectional design studies. One thing about this working with that was the fact that the lot of quality assurance sampling strategy helps you to break your study area into what we call the clusters, and based on the clusters you are able to cast inferences on the population. And a very small sample, because of the small sample nature of it, it was very easy to conduct and very cheap. And aside that, we also use the developmental assets profile. That is more of a cross-sectional design strategy, but there are other facets of it which it's more of using a liker skill in terms of the data collection. Aside this, in working with the malaria care, we did two main studies. One was a cross-sectional study that we focused on facility assessments, and then the other was an experimental study which was randomized control trials, which is an ongoing trial for the malaria vaccine, which puts treatment and control together. And so we have children with malaria, two children with malaria, others are given the malaria vaccine and others are not, which are called the control. So having these two really made me to, having worked with these two organizations made me to understand the importance of research in key delivery of interventions, and how research really defines interventions, and how research helps to channel resources to where they are needed and what they are needed most. One good thing about the randomized control trial is the fact that for the past 5 decades, in the overseas development assistance has been flowing down to Africa and several parts of the world for a very long time, but we are not seeing results. RCTs are very good because they help us to see what works and what doesn't work, and for whom it works, and really make a very targeted intervention towards that area. And having worked for these areas, I had a deficiency, and the deficiency had to do with really understanding the underlying principles that really governs all these researches that I've mentioned early on. So I looked through, and then fortunately I realized that the Queen Margaret University had just what I needed. So having come here, I've come to realize that indeed, first of all, it's not only that the lecturers are very experienced, but they're also very tactical and intelligent, and makes very pragmatic solutions to the practical challenges that are out there. Again, in terms of research, the university has a very rich background for research, and very rich equipment to support you for research. The model in research and proposal is no exception. It's also one of the most important courses. The research coordinators are very intelligent and very experienced. They've worked enormously with international organizations and understand the intricacies of what exists in terms of research and how it's supposed to be conducted in what setting, be it a fragile state or a low resource state like my country, Ghana. So I really wish you well, and I know you really enjoy this program, and I can tell you one thing for a fact, that by the time the program ends, you wish that there was more time for you to have learned more on this program. Thank you, and have a very nice time on this program.